Hello, hello. Happy Saturday to everybody. Come on in. Get comfy. Let me just get my other device going here. And, oops. Hang on, I did the wrong setting. Hang on, hang on. Let me get to where I'm going. Uh-oh. And let me switch accounts super-de-duper-de quick. Hey Sheila, good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Good to see you. Volume down. There's Mary Sharkey. Sorry I missed you guys last night. We had a little bit of an emergency on the main page. We weren't live like we normally are on Fridays, and I appreciate your prayers, you guys, so much. Thank you so much. Can you guys see okay? Is my lighting good? The lighting is kind of weird from here. I'm wondering if I can just open these blinds would be better. No, not really. Hi, Mac. You know, it is what it is. Rich's mom went to the hospital yesterday, so we kind of had a crazy day. My mom is not so great either. It's been a challenging week, I will tell you that. Definitely. Hey, Charlotte, good morning. You guys, we're going to do this pumpkin over today, and I'm deciding, let me show you. I am on the fence about what stencil to use. I have three, you know what? I have three choices. So maybe you can help me decide. Should we make this a group effort? What do you think? I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. Checks. We're gonna add some transfers to this. Oh, Rich, when you get a minute, can you get my mold out of the freezer, please? Diamonds in Distress, or we haven't used this in a while, and this is, I feel like, such a great stencil. So we are going to probably put some flower transfers on there as well, and we'll see. We'll see where we go. Good morning, Sandy. How are you guys? Grab your favorite beverage. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. If you are new here, I'm so glad you're joining us this Saturday morning. I am Mary LaFay, owner and creator of Diva Design Stencil, also Vintage Retail Therapy by Mary. If you're not following us, I would love for you to follow us. Let me just unmold my mold here. And how do you know if you're following us? If you tap your screen, it will, and it gives you that option to follow. It means you haven't been following, and we would love for you to do that. Do we have a first timer? Welcome, Sandy. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the shenanigans. All right, so what do you guys think? I'm going to do the first three people that say the same thing, or the first two people that say the same thing. Do we do, I mean, I don't know. Checks are always a good idea. Or do we do the bees? They're all good. They're all good. There are over 30 designs in my collection. There'll be 5 more coming, hopefully the end of August. We'll see. Thank you, Shauna. Yeah, it's been hard. Good morning, Patricia. You know, we're kind of, this is the thing, as we get older and our parents age, it's just part of life. It doesn't make it any easier. All right, you guys, I need some votes. Thank you so much for sprinkling, sharing, whatever it is we're supposed to call it now. Hey, Debbie, good morning. Diamonds, all right, we have one for diamonds. We have one for diamonds. Diamonds, checks, or bees. All right, 2 for diamonds. All we need is 1 more for diamonds, and we'll do diamonds. 3 for diamonds, that's it. Diamonds and just, oh, you guys, normally this never happens. You guys are usually all over the place. Oh my gosh, it's unanimous. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get to some stencil. Let me just tell you how I treated this, because I am using a transfer. What is the print? I'm not using a print. I'm going to be using some transfers, Shauna. We're going to be using some transfers. And I think we're going to go with the larger size, because I think it'll fit the scale of the pumpkin. So let's get, and I think I'm going to do it in black, because I really want it kind of poppy. I want it to pop. Poppity pop pop. Let's get some paint. Good morning, Molly and Donna. How's everybody doing today? We are here at my home away from home in Las Vegas. If you are new and wondering where we are, they are a girl's best friend app. We have a brick and mortar in San Diego, California, in Fallbrook. So if you're close by in the area, we would love to have you. We love company. Let me grab some tape. Hang on. Recycling a piece of tape here. Oh, what the heck? Let me get a fresh piece. Good morning, Donna. All right. I painted my board and put a top coat on it. Good morning, Karen and Anna, my Anna Banana, Jersey girl. All right, I'm gonna start in the middle and probably add on the side. And let's start this right here. Good morning, sweet Linda. How are you? Hey, Bronia. Offload. So sometimes when you are stenciling over a top coated surface, you're better off to go with 2 light coats, because if you can see, I'll move this down because I don't think you guys can see that. Rich's mom lives in New York. She lives in Lake George area. You can see if you do this, it's kind of a hazy look. So I probably will do 2 light coats. And I really am okay if I don't have the same intensity of color all the way around, although I am going to do it a little bit darker. All right, I'm going to do just a little bit more. Hello, mister. You're going to come and read for me? You ordered more pies than 8.5 yesterday. You'll Lisa's pies are amazing. They really are. We have a friend who is in Illinois, who is a baker. Oh boy, does she bake good pies. Really, really good pies. All right, this is gonna be fast, this is gonna be easy. Some of you may be asking, where did you get that pumpkin? I intentionally just bought something for this project so that if you wanted to recreate this, you could. I got this pumpkin at Hobby Lobby literally just days ago. Linda, he's leaving on Wednesday. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go home tomorrow as planned, and then he's gonna fly out on Wednesday for almost a week. He'll go and be, and his sister is heading out that way as well, and his brother. So all the kids are gonna be kind of gathering there. Although I don't feel in my spirit that it's a serious situation, but I'm glad he's going home because it's been, how long has it been since you've seen your mom? A couple of years? 3 years. And she's 98, God bless her, and she's healthy for the most part. My mom, she had one of those bad days again today, so, you know, she is definitely on the decline. But she's been in memory care for 6 years. Typically, residents do not last that long there. She doesn't have a website. It's the Mad Baker, M-A-D-D, Mad Baker Mary. I will, I'll put the link in group, or I can send it to you. Yeah, her pies are amazing. She used to live in Fallbrook by us, and her cheesecakes, oh my gosh. Her name is Gloria, Linda. Thank you so much for praying. And my mom's name is Miriam, which a lot of you already know. A lot of you know the story. My mom has been on a decline for about 6 years now. But we call her the cat of 9 lives because every time we think she's going downhill, she perks back up. It's hard, again, you know, when your parents are aging, as much as you think you're ready, you never are. All right, so I think we're ready to move on. Hey, Patty. Patty says, Rich, sorry your mom isn't feeling well.
Thank you, Patty.
So good, you guys, look at that. I am going to add another one here. So you're better off to do 2 light coats
Thank you, Charlotte.
than one thick coat. Let's go back and do this one. Good morning, Molly. Can't remember which one. I think that's the one I used.
And the girl said she ordered more pies from Lisa.
I know, she said, I read that. We've created a monster. Her pies are just absolutely delicious, though.
Thank you, Hannah.
Yeah, Rich has not been feeling real great. His mom has been pretty much healthy all of his life, so I don't think he's used to this. Or for me, it's a common thing. We've been dealing with this for so many years now. Not that it makes it any easier, but do we add that here? I think we can. All right. Let's do the next row. And I'm just using this top row as a guide. I could kind of girl measure it and do this, but I'm just going to do this just so that I know my spacing is right on. My brain is a little tired. It's been kind of a rough week, so I don't trust myself. So I'm excited about the new stencil designs. I'm hoping that they'll be here sooner than later. 2 of them are already in house. We are just waiting. Hi, Bonnie and Irene. We are just waiting for the proofs to come on 3 others, and you're gonna absolutely love them. They're all geared towards Christmas, 12 holidays, and one of them is a boho style, and the other ones are gonna be great for small. So think ornaments, think tags, think Christmas cards. Shauna loves the diamonds in distress. I know, it's so good. It's so good. And you're right, Max said it. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. We're gonna go over this. So we did a little stint with Christmas in July. We're done. You haven't used it yet? Oh, my girl. What you waiting for? Hey, Pamela. Hobby Lobby, everything is 40% off for fall. So this, let me see. This was originally $4.99. I'm sorry, it's 30%. 30% off of $4.99. Super, super reasonably priced. And it's out now. I intentionally picked something that if you guys wanted to recreate this, or maybe make your own version, you know, cottage lace would be a great stencil for this. And so would that bee. That bee would be super cute. But we have 3 or 4 votes in a row for Diamonds in Distress, so this was the majority. This was the fan favorite. You really had, yeah, for sure. Did shop. I did shop, and I got to play with my new machine. I have you guys, a lot of you don't know, but a lot of you do. We have a private membership group, and I love making jewelry. And I just treated myself to a new cutting machine. It's a jewelry jig, and I gotta say, I'm kind of loving it. I'm kind of loving it. So I am practicing my shapes and creating broken china jewelry. So I happened to I just got my machine and I brought it with me here to Vegas. So that's been my evening pastime. You know, I'm not a gambler. I'm a bad loser. Nothing against gambling or anybody that likes to gamble. I'm just a bad loser. It'll be good to spend some time with your mom and family, Rich, Debbie Harmon is saying. Yes.
Yeah.
I think so too. All right, let's add 2 more here. I love where this is going. I'm hoping I don't have to top coat my board, but I may have to have you get me the dryer. I may have to have you get me the dryer, the little black hand dryer, and the cord. It's in my storage closet in one of the drawers, and there's a green extension cord on top of my other film thing. Thank you, Susan. All right, loving it so far. Babe, I need my top coat sponge too. I don't know if he's gonna know where to find all this. You struggle. I get too many ideas going and can't seem to land on anything, which is so frustrating. Oh gosh, you know what? I call that stinking thinking. Do you have to wear goggles when using you? He bought me goggles. At first I thought, oh, my glasses are good. And he's like, no, you need to wear goggles. So yeah, I do have goggles. Just in case. I mean, you only have one set of eyes, so. You're on your way home from your sister's. Linda, please be safe. Drive careful. I know you have a long road ahead of you.
I don't see the dryer.
It's in the drawer. Thank you, sweetie. Now also there's a jar of top coat in there too. That's in a clear jar. And that's on the shelf. I'm thinking because there's going to be a lot of paint on this, I'm thinking I'm going to need to top coat my surface again. So we're almost, it goes fast. It goes fast. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Any fun? Any stenciling happen? Who's creating for fall? Who's jumping ahead and doing Christmas?
Where's the top coat and which drawer?
The top coat is on the shelf, and it's like a clear, one of those 16-ounce clear bottles. Thank you, sweetie. Oops, should have done that one.
Is this it?
Yes, sir. No, but I could use that. I could use, I think there's enough in there.
Okay, now
Yeah.
where's the dryer?
The dryer is in one of those drawers that's in there.
One of the drawers your sister gave you?
No, it's the other one that's in there against the wall. You're liking it? Good. Mama is not great today. She did not eat well. She was kind of hard to wake up again. So my sister and I are thinking she may be on the decline. But you know what? We nicknamed her the Cat of Nine Lives because she bounces back all the time. But we do know, you know, she's 90. She was just 93, so I don't know. Only the Lord knows when it's her time. Yum, cheese curds. Hey, Robin. You're hoping to work on some totes. Awesome. Thank you, sweetie. Can you, with the extension? You guys, my honey is not his usual chipper self. So keep him in your prayers. I think he's really struggling. Huh?
Okay.
He's okay. You're not okay. Thank you, sweetie pie. Let's move this. So you can see this goes pretty quickly. We're thinking about changing our time from Saturday to Tuesday. It's something I've been kind of mulling over. You live in York, Pennsylvania. Oh, wow. I have a friend of mine that lives in Pennsylvania.
That's where Maggie
Who lives?
Maggie White.
Maggie White. I don't know Maggie White, babe.
No, you never met her. She works for Tesco.
Okay.
She lives in York, PA.
How's the weather by you? Thank you, Robin. A little bit more paint. Hi, Susan. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for sprinkling, sharing this out. I would love for you to do that for us. It really does help our page. We're kind of a newer page. I've been around for a while, but the page is newer. I'm using a 1-inch brush. I love my stencil brushes. They're great quality, they don't shed. They get the job done. Actually, the 1.5 is probably my favorite, but the 1 and the 1.5 are probably the ones that I use the most. Let's try this a little bit. I'm watching, but how do you get the distressed look? It's built right into the stencil, Linda. It's built right into the stencil. So the name of the stencil is called Diamonds in Distress. Good morning, Catherine Marsh. And I will, as soon as I pick it up again, I'll show you. And there's 2 different sizes because, come on, girls gotta have options, right? I think it makes sense to switch to Tuesday. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm thinking, Sheila. And then that'll give me Saturdays off. Of course, we're probably going to start up our IOD classes. There is an IOD Christmas release coming up in August. So, and we always do a free with purchase class. So I usually do those on Saturdays. Thank you, Donna, for sprinkling. Hi, Janice. All right, we're winding down. Oh, here, let me show you. Can you see how it has the distressing already built right in. And then it has a smaller size. Thank you so much. So it's easy to get that distressed look because really all you're doing is just stenciling. So it looks like a lot of work, but it really isn't. It's just a matter of just following the pattern along. Got your stencil brushes, they're so nice, but what is the best way to clean them without them being flat? With them being, oh my gosh, we actually have in the shop, can you grab a link for that? Our stencil brush cleaner?
The clear thing?
Mm-hmm. Rich is gonna put a link in there. I like to use the Awesome Cleaner, and I get the one with I actually buy the refill, and then I buy the one with the nozzle. So I spray them. First of all, I take a little bit of my Awesome Cleaner and I put it in my water bowl. You can see this is a different color. I put a little bit in my water bowl, and then so that my brushes, as soon as I'm done, they go in there and it starts kind of removing the paint. It's amazing. It really, you know, they call it Awesome Cleaner because it really is awesome. And even metallic paints, it'll clean metallic paints. Rich is gonna put in a link. We have a brush cleaner that works really good. It's like a scrubby pad. It's a octagonal, I don't even know that I'm saying that right, shape, and it's plastic and it has like all these little nibs on it, and you just roll your brush around on it and it cleans your brushes beautifully, truly. I'm just gonna grab a link and put it in there for you. A lot of this portion is going to get covered.
What's it under?
I don't know. I would imagine maybe tools or embellishments. What you don't want to do is you don't want to leave your brushes in your water because then it starts getting your tips kind of janky. They start kind of doing one of those. Turning. They'll start turning up. All right. I'm thinking we need to add maybe a little. Maybe up here. Nancy, she's still in the hospital. They've kept her for, they're going to keep her for a few days to kind of check on her. And then he's heading back home on Wednesday. Thank you for asking. All right. So now I'm going to I'm done with this. Put my brush. Great way to, yes, I use it on everything. then just lay them down to dry. I have that little nubby cleaner. I got it last week. You'll love it. It's really great. So let me tell you, I get there. I wish I was close. I would get it. I don't know that Rich is in the mood to go on a field trip for me because he's getting ready to put the link. There's a Dollar Tree has a brush holder, and I lay them upside down. So like after I clean my brushes, I stick them in there and it dries them straight down.
The link's on.
And there, you see it there? Can you
The
pin
link.
it? Let me see if I can pin the link. I don't see it. All right, so now
Alright, let's pin
you feel like getting me that, you know, the plastic, it's like rubber, it's black rubber, and I have it in the laundry room sink that I put my brushes in to dry them. The Nubby Cleaner is on our website, Sheila. He just put in the link. There it is. Let me see if I can pin that.
it. I pinned it.
Okay, the link is right above. All right, I don't know if there's enough in here. Let's see. It's black and it's plastic. It's in the sink. There's 2 of them, and it has little suction cups on the side. Male refrigerator blindness. There's nothing here. There's 2 of them there.
I thought you meant you put your brushes in it like a bucket.
Oh, no. Thank you, sweetie. So I get this at the dollar store. I have 2 of them. And I clean my brushes, and then I just put them here. And I lay them down. This has got, and this is how I clean my brushes, and then I store them this way until they're dry. And then after I clean them, I usually take them and just do this to them so that I've had these brushes, these are my favorite brushes. You can tell I use them a lot. And it keeps their shape. And I do the same thing with my stencil brushes. Might have to get that other one, but.
Did you answer Sheila? Where do you get the number cleaner?
Yes. Hopefully my paint is dry. I'm adding just another coat of top coat on this because I did paint on it, and I'm using a transfer. Transfers need a top coated surface, and I was worried that it didn't have enough, but I think it'll be fine. There's not much in here. It's like,
I don't see anything coming out
it's a little coming out. It'll be fine.
over here.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put my transfer there.
Oh, I see.
I don't think. But I don't know. It's his job. It's a job. Yeah, so look in the makeup section for these. And get 2 of them. Look in the makeup section. And they'll hold they hold quite a few brushes in there. And then you can dry, because your brushes should be dried either flat this way. What you don't want to do is you don't want to dry them this way, because then all that water will seep into this is called the ferrule of your brush. It'll seep into the ferrule of the brush, and then it gets rusty. So get your awesome cleaner at the dollar
Patty
store.
Craven wants to know how you clean that sponge.
Just water and soap. This is a top coat sponge. This is also on our website under, I don't know.
Sponge.
It's not under top coat sponge. Art embellishments, is it maybe?
I don't know. Maybe tools.
Maybe tools. I don't know, I'm making him work too much, you guys, today.
Let's see. Oops, out.
All right, we gotta get this dry.
Yes, under tools.
Under tools. So the sponge is under tools.
It's called a sponge applicator.
Sponge applicator. They're about like $4.95.
They're not about, they're exactly $4.95.
Exactly? Okay. Right on. I got it right. It doesn't ever happen. Your husband is a lifelong Dodger fan. He turned 79 in May. Is a gift. Oh yeah, so excited for that. You've never seen one of those? Yeah, the sponge I just clean with soap and water. And it'll last you forever. I just brought one here to Vegas, but the one I have in San Diego I've had forever. Had it for a long time. Let's see if I'm missing.
Did you see where Robin's,
Yes.
her husband's daughter, took him to a Dodger game?
So exciting.
She calls her husband's daughter her bonus daughter.
Yeah. There you go. Isn't that a great start for a background? Love that. Absolutely love it. So you can see the natural distressing in there. And I love that it comes in 2 different sizes. And what did that take us? 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes? All right, now I have to decide. I do have some transfers that I pulled that I wasn't sure about. And let me tell you how I clean this. I will typically take my brush, I spray this with the Awesome Cleaner, let it sit for a minute, and then it loosens it up. I'm telling you, that Awesome Cleaner is wonderful. And then I'll take my stencil brush and I'll just gently do this. So a lot of the times I'll clean my brush and my stencil at the same time, right? It comes right off, right off. If you're using metallic paint and if it's dried on there, ask me how I know. I've done this. Sometimes it's a little persnickety. So then what I do is I will get, again from the dollar store, I'll get one of those cookie sheets and then I'll just put a mixture of the Awesome Cleaner and some water, and I will just stick the stencil that has the metallic paint, I'll just stick it into the Awesome Cleaner and let it sit for, I don't know, sometimes I leave it for the day and then come back to it later. And it just comes right off like zippity zippity. All right, so I have a bunch of ferns. I'm going to be using some IOD transfers. I have a little piece. Here's another full sheet. I don't know, to me ferns are like all the time. I have another sheet here. And then this big piece is from the Floral Anthology transfer, which I love the colors in that. So I got my transfer stick. We have our mold. Maybe we should put our mold on. This is from Classic Elements. Thank you, sweetie. Put that there. Let's glue that on. I'm wondering if I should paint the edges first. I think I may. Let me do that over here. Thank you, sweetheart. He's cleaning up after me, guys. I'm flinging stuff all over the floor. Let's at least paint the edges of this. So maybe it'll dry a little bit.
Nancy Modell wants to know if you could put transfers on a real candle.
On a candle?
Real candle.
No, I don't believe they'll stick. But you can decoupage a candle and put your transfers on that. They won't stick to the waxy surface, unfortunately. But you can do the faux candles. Typically, transfers will go on wood, on glass, on plastic. They do need a top-coated surface, with the exception of glass. That would be the exception to the rule. You don't need a top coat on glass. Turn this way. Get that painted. Just want to get a little bit of paint on those edges, because otherwise it's going to be persnickety to paint once I get it on my board.
Why don't you lay it in the plate and paint it, and that way you're not getting it all over your hands.
Oh, because that would be too smart to do it that way. You're so clever. I don't know about you, but I'm always a mess after I'm creating. Flinging stuff around, got stuff all over me. I didn't have my apron on today. I'm surprised I stayed clean. Just gonna let this sit for a minute and get a bit of a crumb coat. It won't completely dry because it does take a while for the clay to dry. Typically, I would recommend you would add your clay after, let your clay dry and then paint it. But you know how that is when you're live, you don't always have that option. So now we have to think about what metallic wax we should put on there. Oh, that's nice, thank you. Thank you for that light. Boy, that helped. Who's gonna go grab a pumpkin and do something? Tell me in the comments.
Shona says she has a terrible time handling molds before they are set up.
Yeah.
She says you make it look so easy.
Thank you, Shauna. I tend to manhandle everything, so sometimes I do break them. But the nice thing is that they're clay and they're super pliable.
Right where you're at, the front edge needs to be covered.
Right here?
Yep.
So it's not like you can't go back in and attach them. Paint dries pretty quickly. Just takes a while for the mold to completely dry because it's air dried clay.
So Donald Schaefer says I have two I've been holding.
Awesome.
Where I lost it. I have been holding, so count me in.
Awesome. If you want to
Rebecca
message.
says she's thinking of doing this as a class.
Awesome. If you are, if you create something using a Diva Design stencil, you're welcome to message me the picture. Maybe we can do like a once a month post or once a week post, depending on how many. And show off your creation. Just want to dry that enough so that I can hold it. All right, now I'm sticking my paint again into that. The pumpkin, Rebecca, came from Hobby Lobby and they're super cheap. They were 30% off for fall, and they're $5. So it's really a great cost-effective class. I'm glad that you were inspired. Try this just enough so that I can hold it. Let's set this to the side for a minute. Let me clean up my hands. You already have the pumpkin made. You cut them out a few years ago. You have to make a check. Awesome. Well, use that check stencil. Use that check stencil because I tell you what, checks have never been easier, especially if you're like me. I don't have the patience to mark it all out. I just don't. So a lot of my stencils really came from a need that I had. This makes the perfect check, and it comes in 4 different sizes. How easy is that? Especially this. Can you turn that ring around, please? Is Jessica in the shop today, or is it Ruth?
Ruth, she's asking a question.
Okay.
She's going to tell her you would contact her after the
Okay. All right, now let's get our transfer stick. And let's set this to the side for a minute. And I don't know if I'm going to use the whole thing. I just don't know. Here's my options. I had some check ones I did without a stencil. So yeah, that check stencil, it's called A Day at the Races. And I tell you what, it is a lifesaver. Truly is. I could go this way. Seems a little predictable to me. I wouldn't hate it. I think I'd like to do it this way. Just for something different. The Floral Anthology Transfer has 2 sheets of this large, gorgeous floral. Just taking out all these little extra doodads off of there. And I think I may want to use, can I have some of those grains right here? Let's see. I'm just really, thank you, Dave. You're a great helper. That's good. Oh, no, that one is good too. All right, let's see. I think I would like to put that underneath there and maybe extend this over here maybe. I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's do this one first. Good morning, Ruth. Yasmin is going to try to bring the resin today, if it comes in. think of the idea of putting the transfer on the side instead of straight across the bottom? I think it looks a little bit more artistic that way. This comes the boring part, so I apologize if I'm not in the comments with you as much as I'd like to be. But we must have total concentration. All right, there's that. And I know my transfers have shifted, so let's just look at that again and see if that's a good spot for it. This is going to go right about there. That's going to go there. I'd like this one to come out maybe right from here. So maybe right there. We'll do one at a time. Thank you, Sandy.
Sean was saying something about on the side. I don't know what she's referring to.
On this side? I love using transfer scraps. Nothing gets wasted. Thank you, Janice. I tend to be more of what you would call an intuitive creator. I don't always have a plan. I have an idea, and I kind of roll with it. The doggies are definitely snoozing, Mary. I always encourage my girls in private group to trust the process, to learn how to create intuitively. Because in this way you're not having to rely on someone else's ideas. Not that that's a bad thing.
Janice Johnson says she always loves watching watching your process. It's so good.
Thank you so much.
Or did Mary Casey ask about the dogs?
Yes.
Yes.
They're next to us. They're never far from us.
One's under the table spreading.
One's under the table and the other one is on the other side of the table. Okay, so I will be live again 2 weeks from today.
Max says, I hope no glitter.
No glitter. We haven't had glitter in here in a while, thankfully.
The Glitter Girls.
We nicknamed that, one of their nicknames is the Glitter Girls. I just bought some glitter at Michael's one time and I left it, silly me, I left it on the table thinking that they wouldn't bother it. We came home, there was glitter everywhere, and there was 2-part resin that they had chewed into the box. It was a nightmare. The way you play it, the fern leaves are so pretty popping out. Yeah, I think it'll be nice.
So Deborah Davis is asking, did you stencil that pattern on there, the black and cream?
Yes. So this is pink, and then I used my Diamonds in Distress stencil. You can catch the replay if you want to see that. So this already has distressing built right in. It comes in 2 different sizes. And it's a great background stencil.
And Charlotte says, yep, they're just like children.
They're worse than kids. Kids grow up
Yeah.
and move out. These girls are not going anywhere.
There was glitter everywhere.
There was glitter all over our carpet, all over their faces.
Mixed with
resin. It was a nightmare. And not only that, it was a really expensive vet bill because I didn't know how much of the resin they had ingested. So we had to take them to the vet. It was like almost a $2,500 visit.
No, it was only $5.
Anyway, it was crazy. Oh, I'm missing a bunch.
But the resin was not the problem. It was the glitter and
it was the glitter.
And the younger child, the wayward child, she's the one that had all the glitter and
she had it everywhere. Vivienne is naughty. She's the young one.
And when she went to the bathroom, it was glittery.
Yes, she did. Yeah. Thank you for that image. All right. Do we want more ferns? Do we want more ferns? Let's see what we have here. Let's see. These are kind of pretty and delicate. I don't know, maybe just 3. Let's see. Good morning. How are you, Ricey? Maybe just 3. Speaking, I'm glad you popped in. Tomorrow, there is a new Recycled Treasures release. New papers. They will be live in the shop tomorrow at 12 noon Pacific time. I think I do need a few more ferns.
On Sunday, she's doing?
On Sunday. It is on Sunday. Sunday fun day.
They're under, by the way.
And they do have their own category now, by the way.
Recycled decoupage paper.
Under recycled decoupage papers. So glad you popped in, friend. Yeah, I do need a few more. A few more little tendrils. Some little happy little tendrils. Just a little bit of topography there we'll see.
Oh, Recycle's on is watching.
Yeah. They did, Laurel. They did have glitter.
Oh, Mackenzie's watching. Ms. Muda says hello.
Hi, Liz.
Recycle says, oh, that's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, something easy. Easy peasy. You know, it's all easy with the right tools, right?
Well, Mackenzie says, I bet they had, just one had the glitter in her stool.
It was everywhere, though. It was all over our carpet.
Oh.
Fortunately, we got it out. I thought for sure we were going to have to get a new area rug.
But we happen to have a rug cleaner here.
Yeah, we did have a rug cleaner here, thankfully, because we almost got rid of it because we don't have any carpets in our San Diego home. But we brought it here. Thankfully. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. They all over their face. You know Doodles? This is the Diamonds in Distress stencil. Absolutely. I'll do a little bit of I'll do a recap when we're done. Let's add this little one. Maybe we want to add this one.
Jack says they were trying to be crafty.
Yeah.
There was a mess.
Kind of like this, just for a different texture.
Now we leave, we lock all the doors, make sure
Oh.
everything is out of the way,
Everything has to be out of the way when we go now.
and they behave.
A lot of this is going to be covered, but that's okay.
Carol Hayden says hello.
Hi, Cheryl. It's warm in here.
What?
I'm going to put the fan on.
It's warm in here?
It is warm. It is warm.
You go from one extreme to the other.
I do go from.
Hey, that's gonna fall, that's gonna fall. That plate is gonna fall, it just started slipping.
All right. Plus the vet bill, yeah, it was expensive.
It was, yeah, it wasn't nearly as expensive as when they ate the coffee.
Oh my gosh! Another time they ate. I was drinking this skinny coffee.
Yeah.
And they got into it, and I had not realized what they had done. All of a sudden, they were doing like zoomies, both of them, shoot, 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 and I was like, and they were like,
Their tongues were hanging out of it.
they were like on coke. It was just, we couldn't figure out what the heck is going on. Sure enough, I found the packages
I found the package under my desk.
under the desk, and they smelled like coffee. It's just, I'll tell you what, those
So we had to take
dogs.
it to the vet.
Another vet bill.
That one was expensive, that one was,
That one, they had to keep them overnight for that one.
that was a couple $1,000.
Liz, he's okay. He's struggling today. This here. I don't even know that you're
Okay,
gonna
Liz.
see this. I'm not looking now, I'm just adding. We're just playing.
Hello, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. Alright, do we need one more? Nope, let's go with the big one. Let's get the big one on there. Here we go.
Barbara Anderson says it's looking up.
Thank you so much. This is gonna take a little bit of elbow grease here.
And, well, because he says too funny, those girls are so mischievous.
Oh, they really are.
It's just the one. It's the bad seed. It's the sister you never want to let out of the house.
That's the sister you never want to take your eyes off of.
The older sister is
Gigi was the first one. They're about, what, 3 years apart?
3 years apart.
And she is just mild-mannered,
Laid back.
mellow,
Friendly.
well-behaved. And then the sister comes along and teaches her all kinds of bad habits. Counter surfing. Oh my gosh, I remember, it wasn't that long ago. I had, what did I have out on the counter? And she totally ate all my food. I had leftovers. She,
I
oh my God.
Couple days-
Seriously, Matt.
a couple days ago I went into the bedroom and I came back and I stopped in the doorway and watched, and the younger one was standing on the edge of the coffee table licking my teeth. out
Yeah,
the
she had her
cup.
face in your teeth. Yeah.
Yes.
But
yes.
she's so cute. She's so cute. I mean, you could get mad at them, but they're just so darn cute. And I tell her that all the time. I tell him that too. It's a good thing you're cute. Because
Then the Meryl says her dog smelled of curry, and I thought it was in my head. Then I saw a bag of dried chicken
oh my
curry
gosh.
opened in her pantry.
Oh my gosh. Curry. It's the craziest thing. So as you can see, it's very easy to layer your transfers. Every once in a while you get a persnickety piece.
Sheila says she has a devil dog and makes her crazy.
That doesn't want to lay down. All right, here we go. Let me see it.
So Sandy thinks I don't have any transfers. I've never used them or worked with them.
Really, they're super easy. The only thing you need to know about transfers is that they do need to go on a top coated surface. Other than that, you're good to go. The best part about them is that they make you look like you know what you're doing. It gives you a hand-painted look without having to be an artist.
Linda Merrill says her dog loves to drink her red wine, so now I have to watch when I drink.
Oh my goodness.
Don't want to start a doggy AA. Sandy
Just
says,
don't let her get to that pie.
Sandy says it's so pretty, I'll have to get some.
Yes, you can find them on our website, vintageretailtherapy.com. Babe, can you put that link in there?
Here.
You can also, Diva Design Stencils, they're all under Diva Designs. I don't think we have any of our retailers on today.
Royce Treasure says she likes to ride the wave
Yes,
on those solid transients.
yes.
What does that mean?
I'm trying. Basically, you get an air bubble underneath there,
Yeah,
just like I have right here,
yeah.
and it releases it.
Oh, I see.
Sometimes, though, they get tricky, and they bend on themselves.
What am I doing? www.
Yes. That one right there. If there's too much of an air pocket, it'll create a little separation, but usually it's no big deal. Like this one did. I'm just gonna pull this back right here.
Okay, it's pinned again.
Alright, I think we got it all.
Sheila says they really are one of the easiest things to use.
They really are. It's literally, it's instant gratification. There's a little chiquito there that doesn't want to come off.
Robin Harlan says her dog is always trying to get into her husband's chocolate stash.
Oh, chocolate is bad for dogs. Love that. Okay, so now you just got to burnish that, which basically is just a fancy word, hey Janet, for just rubbing it, making sure it's rubbed down.
Rose Stanoff says hello.
Hi Rose, good to see you here. Welcome everybody. Welcome to our new friends. We would love for you to share this out and follow our page. Let's do a recap. We started with a Hobby Lobby pumpkin. $4.99, 30 I think, or 40% off for fall. Then we went in with our Diamonds in Distress stencil. 2 different sizes, distressed diamonds as a background. And then from there we went in with a few little ferns, and then this floral is from the Floral Anthology IOD transfer. We forgot to add our mold on there. Let's get that on there. Glue that on. Maybe, hey Lynn Rose, maybe glue it on. Maybe not.
Dry clear.
This does dry clear. I'm using Type Bond Quick and Thick. It sets up really fast. Easy fall decor.
Danny Rose says you mirrorized it.
Thank you. You know, you could put this straight across. To me, it just looked a little too predictable.
What's right?
The transfer, you could have done it straight across.
Oh.
But I wanted to do it a little bit differently. This.
Robin loves the mold.
Robin. Let's get this on right here. with a, you can even use your fern branches stencil. Absolutely, Barbara. I didn't even think about that, but yes, you totally could. All right, now I probably should go in with another coat. But I think what we're going to do is add a little bit of our Paint Art Gold Wax Paste Metallic, just to kiss it a little bit.
Better than eating them as a cookie.
That's right. Now my molds are still pliable. They're not completely dry. So I'm just going over it with a very light touch.
Donna, wait a minute. Donna Shaper's asking what mold is.
This is from the Classic Elements. IOD Classic Elements. That's under IOD on our website. This is probably if you're new to molds and you don't have any molds, this is a great one to start with because it has a little bit of everything. It's got some trim, it has some corner pieces, it has another corner piece here, it has a little fleur-de-lis, a square, and then it has some little embellishments there, and this is the piece that we use here. IOD does not have an exact date. We haven't even purchased it yet, but we're probably targeting for the end of August is what we've been told for now. But we'll know more once we purchase. And of course we are going to do a free with purchase class again like we've been doing the last few releases. And easy peasy. I don't want to put too much pressure on this because my clay is still very, very pliable.
You're winding down, right?
And what?
You're winding down.
I am. So, Diamonds in Distress stencil, pumpkin mold, pumpkin board, IOD, floral anthology, and IOD Classic Elements. Yes, Barbara, the classes have been great. It is quite a big release. There are 18 products. 18 products. There you go. There's that Classic Elements mold. My glue is drying. It'll dry clear. There you go. Super easy. Super duper easy. We're just a little over an hour. I hope you love this project. I hope this has inspired you. Go pick up a pumpkin, grab one of your transfers, get your transfer scraps out, grab one of the background stencils. I mean, I could totally see this in the bee background. This would have been super cute. Mama's Damask would have been cute. Bohemian Rhapsody could have been cute. Of course, the checks would have been fabulous. Linda, be safe, Linda. Be safe on your road. I hope you guys enjoyed our segment. If you're not following along, I would love to see you follow us. I will be live again here in 2 weeks. I will be on my May page Tuesday at 10 a.m. If you are not signed up on our email list, you want to do that. We have a free printable going out tomorrow. So we started doing this once a month. So if you go to our website, vintageretailtherapy.com, there is a place there that you can sign up to receive our emails. We're only putting out 2 a week. Wednesday is a what's new in the shop. Tomorrow is the recycle release. So you're going to want to see that. Also, make sure that you get the free printable. Okay, ciao for now. Love you guys. Bye.